Hi everybody, I'm here. Welcome to Stamp and Shine with Julie Salva. Look, I'm getting all adjusted. Oh, Fiona's here too. And I am Julie Salva. And it is time for the October free class. Every month, I started this 2 months ago. So that would be October, September, August. August, I started this. The third Wednesday of every month, I am offering a free class. And I know right now you're like, Salva, it's Thursday. Well, I know. If you are one of my followers, you know that yesterday I had my eye appointment and I did share the lovely picture of that, the lovely eye doctor picture. So that's why I had to bump it to today. Hi, Fiona. So anyway, so we're here today. So the free class, let me tell you how it works. It's free. Okay, I'm going to share dimensions. I'm going to demonstrate 4 projects. I would encourage you to take notes. If you like a card, you might want to write down the dimensions or screenshot or something, but this will always be available for replay on YouTube. And if you're on my email list, you'll get an email with the link to that replay. So get on my email list. That was Fiona shaking her ears. Anyway, so I want you guys to just have fun. Duplicate these if you want to. Hi, Barbara. Y'all, my friend Barbara that just said hi. She was, hi, Brittany. Barbara was supposed to come over later today. We were going to work on the Stampin' Up! Scrapbook album, you know, the one in a year. And she had a little procedure done yesterday, so she's on pain meds. And I'm like, Barbara, we're not scrapbooking with you on pain meds. I mean, honestly, scrapbooking with Barbara in the best of times is challenging. So, you're my friend. That's why I said that. Anyway, so you'll have 4 projects. Now, here's the deal. If you want this sent to you at your home, the pre-cut projects, the paper, that kind of thing. No, it's not like a full pack of paper and all that. It's just the pre-cut pieces. If you want that, you can place an order by Sunday evening for $75. I will send it to you with a full color PDF. That's totally up to you. But if you're like, no, I don't need that, get your paper ready, get your water, your coffee, your soda, whatever it is you want. Get ready to take notes, and we're going to go. Okay, so I want to talk to you first of all. Let me pull my computer up over here so I can see stuff. We're going to talk first of all about the bundle, okay? Because right now, some of you who are Stampin' Up! Demonstrators are like, Julie, I looked for the Peaceful Garden bundle and it's on back order. Okay, it is not, okay? The suite is on back order, and the only reason is because the paper's on back order, which, by the way, is a reason to get this little kit, because I will send you some paper, but the suite is not. So the Peaceful Garden bundle has the Peace on Earth. It's just words. They're great words, but they're not just words for Christmas. They're words for all sorts of things. It also has dies. I'm going to show you that. There are also some gems called the Hues of Blue flowers. Got some white ones up there too. Okay. Also comes with some ribbon. I'm going to show you that as we get to that point. There is a fantastic embossing folder that goes with it. So there are a lot of pieces that you guys can get if you're interested in this. So with that, it's time to get started. Okay. Hey, by the way, did you see the picture I put up? Like not 42 minutes ago, I was in wet hair in a bathrobe. I think I pulled it together pretty well. That's all I'm saying. So, all right. If you get nauseated, close your eyes. Barbara, you're on pain meds. Close your eyes. Here we go. I'm going to move it down. Hello, ceiling and air conditioning vent. Here we go. There we are. I've got my dimensions here so that I can share all that with you. Let me move it down just a little bit more. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to tape my dimensions on my camera holder so that I can see, because there's a lot. I want to have that. So, all right. So I'm good. Okay, over here is my computer, my pen, got a little light. I'm telling you what, if you guys are ever like, Julie, I just don't think I could ever do a live. I think that you could. Okay. So I am saying hi to Gayla, Marsha, well done on the marathon, by the way. I followed that. You did that. Awesome. Okay, we are going to start easy, first of all. We're going to start with a simple card, first of all. And then I also have a lot of other cards to show you that I got in swaps. In fact, you know what? I'm going to start off and show you these. Now, these are not the ones that we're making, okay? But I love them. So here's one. That's really cute. That's just the top part folded down and then accented by the dove. And it says peace, love, and joy. And this was by Joyce Farraco. Okay. This one, I don't know who it's from. I love it. We are doing one that is very similar to it today. Okay, a little fold there. Hi, Jennifer. Hi. Oh, Gordy, I'm glad that you're here live too. Okay, so there's that. Again, I'm just showing cards right now that I've received in swaps. These aren't the ones we're making, but some are real similar. That's really nice, isn't it? Heartfelt prayers. I think that's great for sympathy. That was by Karen McNall. Karen McNall. This is one that has a stamp set. This is by a good friend of mine, Hattie Nelson. This is a coordinating stamp set, and I'm going to have to look for the name of it. Sunny, Michigan. Wow, Pam. Is it cold there? I don't know the name of it, but it is a coordinating one, so it's pretty. And then this one is a bookbinding fold. I'll take it out so you can see that. This is by a friend of mine, Susan Nygaard. Okay, and oh, it's more than that. Look at here. So it's this, and then, oh, isn't that fun? If you guys got the, I know I've shared this technique before in a video, and if you guys got my Halloween class, this was actually a layout kind of for that. So anyway, so those are some, just to kind of give you an idea. Here's one by Melanie Hawken. The snowflake die does not come with this, but you can see how you can use the paper for other things as well. So, all right, let's get going. We're going to start with the easiest one, first of all. It's still beautiful. It is a very classic, elegant card, okay? And that's all it is. And sometimes we want that, right? Sometimes we want that. So I'm going to get this. So we're starting off with a piece of 8.5 by 5.5 thick white cardstock. High 60s and sunnies. That sounds fantastic to me. Thick white cardstock. I'm going to score my thick white at 4 1/4 because remember with thick white, if you don't score it and you just fold it, it's going to get all like janky. It's not going to look good. You're going to get all these little weirdo creases and people are going to be like, that is the tackiest card. Now you might be asking, why am I scoring right now using my tool? What is it? Take a pick tool. Why am I doing that? Well, I'm doing it because my scoring blade is popped out. I've shared, it's in the abyss. It'll turn up. Either that or Fiona will poop it out, but it's somewhere. So, but good news, I can score with this and everything is fine. So I've got my score line there. I'll grab my bone folder, burnish that. So there we go. Then I cut a piece to 4 by 5 1/4. And this I used the embossing folder that comes with this, and I love it, or coordinates with it. It's called Peaceful Greenery, and the thing I want you to see is this area in here, okay? You have that kind of that negative space. I nearly called it the abyss. It's not the abyss. And so with this, there are dies that fit this perfectly, and you're going to see that, and the dies come with the Peaceful Garden bundle. Okay, so this is the Peaceful Greenery embossing folder. I've already embossed with it, so you can see just how pretty that is. Whoo, 36 in Canada. Good grief. 36 in Canada. Okay, and I'm going to go on and just adhere this. I am using my Stampin' Seal, and it's going to run out in just a minute, but never fear, I have a refill here. That rhymed. I didn't even try. It just did. Sometimes things just come out and I'm like, man, Salva, what a gift. What a gift. Poet, here we go. You know what's coming next. Say it with me. And didn't know it. All right. So now we have this again, just white on white. Very simple. Now, I told you that some dies come with this bundle. Let me show them to you. These are 2 of them and they are fantastic. Fantastic. Just really general dies. So there's 8 dies. So you have these 2. You can use together or separately. They match perfectly. It's up to you. You've got 1 dove here, 2 doves here, a beautiful branch. Wait till we use that. And then a couple little accent pieces that we're not using today. This little sprig right here, you know what this sprig is saying? I dare you not to lose me. That's what it's saying. I dare you not to lose me. But I'm going to tell you what, I haven't lost them so far. So who's winning now? Okay, so we're going to stamp, and this is going to be, like I said, just a very simple yet kind card that somebody's going to need. And I'm just going to stamp it in Heartfelt Prayers. So I'll pull that up. Why do I pull that up that way? Hi, Leanne. We have a Jennifer Drake. Is that the adhesive part of the Sexy Kit? Yes, it is. If you guys are new here and you haven't seen me yet, I have my Sexy Kit. And it is all of the Stampin' Up! Tools that are not sexy. And the Take a Pick tool is one of them. You know what I'm talking about. The sexy stuff is like, ooh, I bought this fantastic bundle. I love it. It's beautiful, etc., etc. The non-sexy stuff is like, oh, I just bought some tape. All right. I am going to, I see, what color did I use on this card? Yeah, Secret Sea. Most of these are done with Secret Sea. I mean, that's a cool thing about this, is that you do not need a lot of inks. And Secret Sea has been a pleasant surprise for me. I thought that it would be a little too dark and all. I really like it. Okay, so Heartfelt Prayers will go right there in the center. So this could be for anything. It could be a sympathy card. It could be somebody's ill. It could be my friend Barbara, who's on painkillers. Actually, it is not going to be my friend Barbara. It'd be her husband, Don. So, and here. And that's what you want to look at a lot of times when you decide, what stamps am I going to get? You know, maybe people have asked you, if you're a demonstrator, how do you choose? Or if you're not a demonstrator, maybe you're wondering, how do you choose? And for me, I like to look for things that have versatility. So I always want a good sentiment set. Put my dimensionals on the back, and I'm at the point that I am using the edges. So I want some versatility. I want something that is classic. And then on rare occasions, I want something just because I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it. You know, there's the love factor. So, all right, Heartfelt Prayers. Remember I told you that these dies line up perfectly in here, and you're going to get to see that. So there it is. It lines up just perfectly. Jen says she loves the in colors. They really are good. This one is Cloud Cover, also another in color. Now, it is a very simple card. We want to maybe spice it up just a little bit. So we'll grab a couple of these, the pretty flower gems. And these were for a project I was working on last night. Maybe I need to take those off. Here, I'll put them over there. Y'all, whenever you hear me say, I'll just put it over there and I'll get it later. I think we can all agree. I will not get it later. I will lose it and be like, where did I put that? So I will put, you know, these flowers are really great. They actually, oh, it'd be fun to put flowers up by the embossed leaves. That's what I'm going to do. So I got one. They come in two sizes, actually. A little bit larger, a little smaller. And let's see. There we go. I'm moving this one. Did you know you could do that? There. Okay, so a very simple card. Very simple, but just one that I know that you'll use because you'll be like, my gosh, I needed a simple card, and boom. So there you go. So I wanted to show you a very simple card. Each project we make, we're going to amp up a little bit. All right, so here is Heartfelt Prayers. Good job, Salva. Thank you. All right, goodbye. Okay, next card that we're going to do, amped it up a little bit. We're going to do a little bit more with some embossing and whatnot. So the base for this card is Secret Sea. Okay, and I have cut this card down to 8.5 by 5.5. Okay, 8.5 by 5.5. So remember I told you we're using a lot of Secret Sea here. Now this one I'm going to make a bit of a Christmas card. And it's not traditional colors, but I think I'm okay with that. Okay, so got that folded in half. Now you might be asking, if you're new, Julie, why didn't you score there? Because the regular cardstock is not as thick as that thick cardstock that we have. That's why, work with me here, that's why it's named thick. See, I mean, I'm telling you, stampers are smart. Stampers are smart. So I've got a piece of Smoky Slate, and I have cut down Smoky Slate to 3.5 by 5. And then let's talk this designer series paper that is sold out. Let me show it to you. So this is one of the pieces. This is 3.25 by 4 3/4, but I want to show you a couple more, okay? Because it really is very pretty. Now it's all the same color hue, the same palette, okay? So just know that. So you've got that. And then this is just a very, just a textured piece. This piece I think is beautiful. And then on the back, the stars. Got some more doves here. These are kind of lovebirds to me. And that nice neutral side. The A side of the paper is what I always call the pattern side. The B side is more subtle. I love that though. And let me see, I've shown you the doves already. Okay. So here we've got some peacock and some leaves, some vines. And then this is nice. You've got some crumb cake thrown in on the back of the dove. And yep, I've shown it all to you. So really, really great paper. Now it is supposed to come back. I think it's August, that's a long time. October 27th or 17th. I can let you know. But remember, this is the only part of the suite that is sold out. So yeah, Jen, it's grown on me too. It really has. So, okay. So I'm going to adhere this DSP, remember, and if you're new, DSP is designer series paper. Could we call it pattern paper? We could, but in Stampin' Up! World, we like to make long names for things. So designer series paper, 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. Adhere, adhere. And again, this is going to be a little bit of a quicker card too, but it does have a little bit of bell and whistle to it. Okay. Y'all, I forgot to bring my close-up glasses. So if I put anything on crooked, that's why. Okay. Hi, Lisa, my great North American Stampin' Show friend. Hey, side note, tonight, 6 o'clock Central Time. Lisa, what time is it where you are? Lisa lives in Washington State. I don't know if you guys knew that. Great North American Stampin' Show. All right. I've pulled some red because I want a pop. I really like a pop. Okay. So this red is cut down to 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. Okay. Marcia, thank you. This paper will be back October 27th. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes things come back early, and here's something you can do if you're like, man, I really want that paper now that Salva's shown it, because she's amazing. I mean, she really made me want that. If that is you, you can put your email down and Stampin' Up! Will email you when it comes back in stock. Lisa, 4 p.m. Pacific time. So my West Coast friends, there you go. Anyway, Great North American Stampin' Show. Tonight is home decor. Home decor is the theme. I feel like I'm on Jeopardy. The category is, okay, now with this, I want to show you something here. I've already done it because it took a little bit of pre-work here. So I've cut this white down to 2 1/2 by 3 1/4. I stamped Peace on Earth on it, okay? And I used Smoky Slate, or not Smoky Slate, Secret Sea. But look what I've done. I ran it through an embossing folder after I stamped it. That just gives it a little more texture. Sometimes white just looks so white. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just too much white space. If you find that, run it through an embossing folder, and I think that you'll like it. Now, right now, you might be saying, Salva, what is that embossing folder? That's cute. I haven't seen that. Well, that's because you're not a demonstrator. It is a pre-order. It will be an online exclusive next month called Beautiful Pattern. Let me show it to you. Like, man, I wish I could get that now. Well, guess what? You can. Just join the Stampin' Up! Family. Join my Stampin' Sisters team. Do you know $35? You can choose $125 worth of product and free shipping. Okay, if that wasn't the best commercial segue ever, I don't know what was. I mean, that was fantastic. I mean, if it were me, I would join just because of that. I would be like, that girl made that segue. I can't walk away. Anyway, so this is the folder that I used. I got it as a pre-order this month. So I'm going to take my Peace on Earth, put my adhesive on it, and then that's going to go right here. And you'll notice I cut it so that I know you were like, Julie, that's a lot of red earlier. And I've told you guys any number of times to trust me, and yet here we still are. And come on. Go on over there. Okay. I cut it a little wrong because I don't want this red to show here. Let me see if I can put it on there better. So anyway, so what we intend to have here are just just there we go. Just a little peak of red. Okay. So there's that. Now I do want to have a little something with this though. Okay. So in my envelope, I have pieces that I have die cut. And as I pull out my envelope and go like this, I see that those pieces have chosen to disappear. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to show you the finished one. They'll turn up afterwards, okay? I've adhered this, okay, right here on the card. It's very pretty. But then, look, I used my machine, my die cutting machine. I die cut that dove. And remember that sprig that I told you was daring me to lose it? I cut that out too in Secret Sea and put that. So he's kind of holding a, just a frond, a peace frond. I think that's beautiful. I think that is a very pretty card. And so this is card number 2, okay? Our Peace on Earth card. So again, I will show you quickly. Card number 1. I won't show it to you quickly because I don't even know where I put it. It'll turn back up. I have 2 of them, don't I? And I don't know where either one of them is. Salva, man, you're a mess. Okay, Card number 2. It'll turn up. Okay, now we're amping it up a little bit. All right, card number 3. Card number 3. Okay, we've got cloud cover is our base. I have cut this down to 4 1/4 by 11. Just gonna fold it in half here. Okay, non-sexy, bone folder, you gotta have it, okay? And then let me show you a couple of beautiful things here with this card. Remember I showed you that die cut branch? This is the die cut branch in a shimmery coordinating paper. We've got a whole pack, and it is gorgeous, of Peaceful Garden Glimmer Paper. Peaceful Garden Glimmer Paper. And you can see we've got some that is kind of that Secret Sea color. We've got this stunningly beautiful turquoise color. And then there's one more. Look at this. It's kind of silver, but kind of got a little cloud cover to it. Oh, got a little touch of green. Guys, this is beautiful paper. Beautiful paper. So we have to use a little bit of it because it's just gorgeous. Okay. So for this card, I've actually gone on ahead and I've cut out. And by the way, this is how your pieces, Pam, I am really not sexy. I have 2 bone folders. No, Pam, no, you are. I think I have 3. So what does that say? I've already gone on and cut out 2 of these because we're going to use them. In the kit, I will not have, if you get it, I will not have pre-cut this, but I will give you the card stock. So, the glimmer paper, so you can do that. Okay, I've cut out already in cloud cover one of the dies. And then in the sample that I made, I used this as the DSP, but I think I wanted to use this. We're going to go for it. We're going to see what happens. Okay, so this is cut to 4 by 5 1/4. Let's adhere it. If we decide it's too busy, you guys have all been in places. Oh, there we go. I'm getting every last bit of seal out of this though. You guys have all been stamping before and you're like, well, I'm just going to try and see what works. See if I like it. And sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. So that's what we're doing here. All right. Okay. Refill. Stampin' refills, always need to have Stampin' refills handy. And I think you guys can know what I would classify them as a purchase. The non-sexy. All right. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go with, this is beautiful paper though. Okay, let's get it lined up nice and straight. Salva, you should have brought your good glasses up. Okay, there we go. So there's that. Jen Vanderwecken, thanks for putting all the times in for the Great North American Stampin' Show tonight. All right, then I've got this that I've already die cut. It's going to go there, okay? And we're going to make a collage thing here. So again, I'm using Secret Sea. So here's the beauty of this. You can literally use one ink pad if you want to and make all these cards. Now, if there's other colors that coordinate, the cloud cover you could use, gray you could use, but it is nice sometimes when you don't have all of the cards or all of the ink to know that, oh, if I have just that one color, that's okay. So I'm using Big Hugs for a Good Friend. Now this is where I need to tell you, because I know sometimes we can watch things and be like, I wonder if they're telling the truth. Like when a movie star is like, this is the skincare that I use, or this is the fill in the blank, however it is. So that's what you need to know, because right now some of you guys are looking at this and you're like, I don't care how good a friend that person is. Julie Salva is not giving them a big hug. You guys, I'm not naturally a hugger. I'm not. I know that surprises some of you. I know you're like, man, I would have thought she would have hugged everybody. I am not. I am not a big hugger naturally. I will give you a hug in certain situations, and I will tell you about them. Okay, we're using the 2 3/8 punch as a side note. We're going to punch that out. There we go. Okay, and before I tell you my hug philosophy, let me grab some Secret Sea ribbon. I love that we have coordinating ribbon, and I love this linen ribbon too. Nice piece. Okay, all right. So we're going to kind of put all this together. So let's talk about hugs. All right. I don't know about this whole hug philosophy where, like, if you just meet somebody for the first time, like, you hug them, like, you're like all up in your space and stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm just not hugely comfortable with that. If somebody hugs me, and my family was not a hugging family, okay, just so you know. If somebody hugs me, I'll hug them back. I'm not going to be weird and make them feel awkward. That's not nice. But I'm just not a big hugger. Okay, so look at what I've done. Now, your husband is, Jen. I've just kind of done in my mind, it's like a little bow back behind there, and I'm gonna finagle with it. This took me a while to learn how to do in such a way that I felt it wasn't ridiculous looking. But okay, sorry, Matt was calling me. That's my son. But I like this. So anyway, not a huge hugger. But I will hug you, so you're not whatever. The next thing to know is I will give you a pity hug. Okay, if you're going through something really dire, I will give you a pity hug. You will absolutely get that. So you need to ask yourself, she's hugging me. Is there something dire in my life happening I need to know about? Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty that is, just adding a little bit of that glimmer paper. And I used that branch that comes with this bundle. And I'm going to tell you something. It's stunning. It is very delicate. So you're going to want to be careful when you are using it. But man, it's pretty. I mean, just look how pretty that is. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put some dimensionals here. Anyway, so you will get the pity hug. You will also get a hug if you're like, you didn't know that I'm not a big hugger. And then once we pass that point of now I know you, I'll hug you all the time, you know? So anyway, now you know. And this is the thing about it. Huggers, Stella. Oh, Stella. Huggers, they do not like when you are not a hugger. They're like, well, I'm a hugger. I'm going to hug you anyway. And I'm like, well, okay. Stella said the pandemic made me a non-hugger, and I don't know how to get back to that. Stella, you know what? When I see you in real life, I've never met you in real life, but I feel like I know you. You and I are going to hug each other. That's how we're going to get back to it. We're going to do that. Maybe make yourself a goal. Oh, wait, that doesn't go there. It goes here. Oh, yeah. Maybe try to hug one person a week. One person a week. Oh, Jen, that's sweet. Not a pity hug. It's a comfort hug. You guys, now look at this. This is a very pretty accent here. Okay. So I'm going to put it on my card, and then I'm going to hold up the two cards. You guys tell me which one you like best. And it doesn't matter if I'm sending you the kit because it's the front and the back. I mean, both choices are there. Barbara Stewart is a hugger. That is true. Barbara is a hugger. And okay, so I'm going to tell you about Barbara Stewart. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, I like this. Let me trim it down a little bit. Barbara and I have known each other since our sons were in kindergarten. Matt and Nathaniel were very good friends. And here's the cool thing. They're both 28, 29 years old. They're still best friends. Still great friends. Nathaniel has a child. Barbara's the first-time grandma. I am not. But that's okay. I'm not bitter yet. But Barbara and I have known each other a long time. Barbara was the friend that you would have. Boys don't tell you anything, but Nathaniel told his mom stuff. So you wanted Barbara to be your friend. So you could give her hugs. So you could find out what's going on. Jen, that is a great idea. Stella, this card is coming to you. Jen knows. I'll take these cards and send them out to you guys who watch. So Stella, your card. All right, I'm gonna. Jen, that is a great idea. And Jennifer Vanderweck, and look at here. Look what I've got right here. I just got to go to the post office because I don't know how much. Look at there. I don't know how much it costs to mail it. So. Anyway, well, Stella, I'll remember. All right. But look at that. Isn't that a great card? Now, this is the one I made with the background a little more subtle. So really, it's just up to you what you prefer. Okay? It's just up to you what you prefer. So that's card number 3. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, card number 4. We are zooming along. Card number 4. Okay, this one is a bit of a fun fold, but super easy. Yeah, is that the wrong number, Jen? It did say it. Okay, let me make sure all my pieces are here. I think they are. All right, so for this one, okay, we've got 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, this is our base. Okay, Misty Moonlight, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then I have cut the designer series paper. Let's get it over here. I've cut the designer series paper down to 5 1/4 by 5 3/4, and this is kind of the turtle dove paper here. This reminds me of the Grand Floridian at Disney World. I got to go to Disney on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip this year. It reminds me of that. Anyway, 5 1/4 by 5 3/4, and then I scored it right here at 1 3/4. Okay, so this is going to fold over like this. Okay, all right, I'm not going to adhere it yet though. So you can see that the Misty Moonlight, you know, is this not, no, this is the wrong piece. Hold on. This is the 5 1/4 by 4 1/2. No, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. There you go. You can see that that kind of centers on that. I'm not doing it yet because we're doing something fun with ribbon here. Okay. Back to our fun fold. We have a second piece of Misty Moonlight. This is 5 1/2 by 4. You're going to score it at 2 1/4, or with this, since it's just regular cardstock, if you want. No, I'm not. See how it gets crinkly and all janky looking? That's not what we want. I'm going to score this at 2 3/4. And again, my scoring blade is flown out somewhere, so I am making do. There we go. That's better. Oh, see, the janky part where I scored wants to fold, or where I didn't score. It's okay. I'm not going to win. All right. So this is going to go here like that. You guys have seen this fold before, I'm sure. But I do have some fun things to go with it. So on the inside, I have cut down a piece of basic white. This is where you can put your sentiment. And this basic white is cut to 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. Okay. So what do you think about this, like all these blues and stuff, the Secret Sea and the Misty Moonlight and the cloud cover? And like I said, you could throw a little bit of crumb cake and stuff in there. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. Okay, so this is going to go like this, and I'll adhere it later, not now. Okay. Now I have a few other pieces for this card that are important. I have cut the smaller label out of designer series paper. Isn't that pretty? Oh, hi, Deborah from Clarksville. Yeah, I like the blues too. Okay, Clarksville, Tennessee, it is not horribly far from me. So that's going to go there. My sentiment that I'm using, peace, love, and joy, let me go on and stamp that. Now for this one, I am using Misty Moonlight. Okay, so this is the 4th card, and it is the first time that I've gone to a different color. Could you use Secret Sea? 100% you could. 100% you could. So again, all of these cards can be made with one color ink if you want it to be. You guys, I am telling you, this is an important thing. They are relaxing. An important thing to do, guys, especially when you have a stamp that is a longer one like this, because they can so easily bend. So seriously, lay it flat and pick it up with your block, and you won't have that happen, okay? I know I say it all the time, but I know there's some of y'all jokers out there that ignore it. So, okay, I'm going to ink this up, Misty Moonlight. And then I'm just going to stamp it on this scrap of white. It is 1/2 inch by whatever you want it to be, because we're going to trim it down anyway. Nice. Nice. I'm telling you, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. So, okay. All right. In addition, on this card, I have cut out with the die cuts one of these birds. Okay, the dove. And one more. Y'all, that is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Let's just pause for a minute at the gorgeousness. Okay, we're done. Okay, now it's kind of time to put all this together. I know you're like, Julie, why didn't you like go on and put it all together? Why did you like unglue it? But not now, not now. Because look what has yet to make an appearance, but is now getting ready to come to the party. Oh, look at that ribbon. Look at that ribbon. So this ribbon is, it's okay. It's not as dark as a Misty Moonlight. You can see that, but it's very close. Okay. It is brighter than, say, a Secret Sea. does look nice with the cloud cover. Real pretty contrast there. And I cannot believe that my heartfelt card has disappeared somewhere. I had this gray. I was playing around with this earlier. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's pretty too. Yeah, that's real pretty. Okay. So it's a beautiful ribbon. It has a little bit of a silver accent to it. It's not the easiest to tie, but it's not hard. Okay. Not the easiest, but yet not hard. So let's start putting everything together. I'm going to use tear and tape on the back of this. This piece is going to get a lot of action. And so I want it to be secure. So we got the tear and tape there. Okay. All right. I don't know while I'm doing this. What are you guys doing the rest of your day? I am going to be cutting for classes that are coming up. I've got the Great North American Stampin' Show class that I'll be getting out, working on tutorials for that. I've got Card Club. It's going to be going out. We'll be working on that. And I've got Creating for Christ. That'll be going out. You can still register for that one. That one is through tomorrow. I'm going to talk to you guys about that too. Oh, Lisa, thank you. Okay, so see what we've done here? There's our opening. Okay, make sure that you put these turtle doves face up too. You don't want them upside down. Okay, all right, now I'm going to take my ribbon. Okay, and I'll put a little bit of adhesive. Come here, let go, stop it. I'll put a little bit of adhesive right here just to kind of hold that ribbon in place. So I'm going to take the ribbon, and you guys know I like a big piece of ribbon. And I'm going to wrap it all the way around, and then that'll help me figure out where to cut. Okay, so see what I've done? I've just kind of taped it in the back there and then wrapped it around because this is going to show me where I'm going to tie my bow, which is going to be right over here. All right. Before I do that though, let's go on and get everything else squared away. So I'm going to go on and adhere this now. It can be adhered, even though I'm putting more focal point imagery on there. Okay. I don't even know what that means, focal point imagery, but man, that sounded pretty good. Okay. Makes me sound like a trained professional, which I guess after 22, almost 23 years, I guess I am. Okay. All right. So that's going to go there. So I put that down because when I'm tying ribbon, I need it to have some tension. It is very hard for me to tie ribbon without it being tied down to something. Okay. So here's where we're at so far. Okay. Now let's do the fun stuff. So let's make this cute focal point here. So this, I'm going to kind of put there because I need a little bit of space for my sentiment to go down here. I might move it up just a tad. This is where you're going to use your green glue. Oop, non-sexy, silicone pad. So I'm just going to put a few little dots all around. You can see it doesn't matter so much if I get it all exactly on here because it's going on that silicone. And so that'll hold it. I don't get sticky all over everything. Okay. And put it, I think this is a good spot to put it. So a little tip for those of you who do not like getting green glue all over your hands. Now I fold it over like that. Just push it down. There we go. Nice. Yay, Salva. Good idea. Okay. Then I'm going to take my dove, my dimensional edges, and go on and put him or her, whatever you want the dove to be, right there. Okay. So I'll pull this off. Kind of put it so it appears like it and the branch are friends, but yet it's not totally connected to the branch. Okay. See what we're doing here? All right. Now it's time for my sentiment. Okay. Peace, love, and joy. So I'm going to just cut these ends here on the diagonal. It's a favorite little technique I like. And I'm going to adhere this. Now here's the thing on this card. Okay. Hear me on this. So get this out of the way. Let's bring this back over. So you can see this ribbon is going to go like so. Come on. How did a ribbon get off? Oh, it's upside down. That's why. The ribbon's going to go like so. All right. This is going to go over it. In fact, I can go on and do that right now. I'm going to use dimensionals. Just hold on, because this is something important I need to show you. Okay. So that. Come on. That. And you can put more if you want, but I do want. I was like, that's enough. And then I'm like, no, it is not. It is not. My interdimensional fan. It's like, more, Salva, more. All right, and we'll see now that corner is empty. So now I got to put that there too. All right. Just be patient with me. You know, we ramble a bit over here. Stamp and shine. Okay. So I'm going to pull that taut. Okay. And now I'm going to put, oh my gosh, you guys, this is a beautiful card. This is a beautiful card. And it is a Julie Salva original. Most of my cards are, okay? Most of my cards are. All right, this is what I want you to see, though, okay? Because this card will open up this way, you do not need this edge here going past that crease. If you do, what will happen is, see that? See how that's going to be a problem there? Okay, so I'm going to trim it down just a little bit closer on both sides. There we go. And when I put this down, and I'm just going to use seal. When I put this down, I'm going to make sure that this edge doesn't go past the crease there. It doesn't matter over here, okay? But right there it does. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to tie the bow. Wait until you see how it all comes together with this beautiful ribbon. Sometimes when I get really excited, like something is so pretty, I don't know why I do it. I'll whisper. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Okay, oh yeah, that's good. Okay, now it is time to finagle with the bow. We know this word, right? Finagle. Alrighty, now we trim the bow down. We trim the bow down. It's a beautiful card. That is a beautiful card. Thank you, guys. Okay, you know what? Why don't I'll show you the original one where I threw a couple of the flowers on there. Let me see if yeah, here they are. I'll just go on and do it. Okay. So, take a couple of these flowers. I'm going to use cloud cover. I'm going to put one up there. And this time, normally I like to do it in groupings of 3, but this time I'm not. I'm just going to go with 2. And put one right there. I love that card. Love, love, love that card. So that's where we're at. So let me pull my camera up here and look at you again. Hello, you can't see me yet. I'm smiling though. Nope, that's not it either. I could just have invited some of y'all to come back in. There I am. There I am. Okay. All right. So let me show you these 4 cards yet again. Oh, I found it. Yay, good. 4 cards yet again. Remember, we started simple and then we worked our way up, okay? And I will always have a simple card because, thank you, Kathy, because, that's a comfort level for many people, right? It's just the simple card. So, okay, there we go. So here we go. So this was our simple one, yet very elegant. Heartfelt prayers. You could put a piece of ribbon or something there if you wanted to, but again, just a very simple, elegant card on purpose. Okay, stepped it up just a little bit. We use an embossing folder. We use some of the dies. Okay, and remember, this embossing folder is one that is a pre-order for demonstrators right now. And then if you're not a demonstrator, you should be, but if you're not, you can get this next month. It's an online exclusive. Then we stepped it up a little bit more. Big hugs for a good friend. We talked about Julie's issues with hugging. We also talked about Stella's issues with hugging. And Stella is getting this card. Okay. And then, and Barbara, by the way, I'm going to be sending this card to Don, your husband, while you recuperate. And then we ended up with just a beautiful Avid card. A little bit of a fun fold. Hi, Joan. And yeah, so that's real pretty. You know what, Debbie Zyke? You send me your email. You said it's gonna be hard to give it away. I'm gonna give it to you. Send me, not your email, send me your address in a direct message. Okay. So Debbie Zyke is getting this one. Barbara's husband Don is getting this one. Stella's getting this one. And Marsha Weldon, oh, Fiona. Marsha Weldon, who ran a marathon, she should get this one. So there we go. These are the people I'm sending cards to. Now, lest you think, you're like, man, Julie, you're doing that. Don't forget, I have samples made. So I still will have one if I need to hold on to it and caress it and pet it and all the things. So how is this? Fiona, please, Fiona. How's this going to work? Okay, time out, please. We're going to close this door. Fiona. No. Y'all, I think she just sassed me. Did y'all hear that when I said Fiona? I truly think she looked at me and was like, what? Well, you can still hear her, but it is what it is. Okay, so how's this going to work? I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you took notes. If not, go back and watch it. Next month, I will be doing another free class. If you just stumbled upon me and you're like, how can I watch you stamp again? Because it was mildly entertaining. Every Tuesday at 2, I do 2 cards. So you can always find me there. Here. And then every Thursday night at 6 o'clock Central Time. And then Jen Vanderwecken put them all up, all the other time zones. We have the Great North American Stampin' Show, which is a fun little competition amongst myself and 3 of my friends. And if you like these cards and you want the pre-cut pieces mailed to you, not the pieces from the bundle, but all the pre-cut, the DSP, the ribbon, all of that. If you like these, you can place an order with me of $75 or higher, and I will send you all the pieces, and you can put these cards together on your own, and you'll have a PDF, a full color PDF. Whew, that's a lot. So that's where everything is right now. Let me just tell you the one class I do still have available through tomorrow is the month of gratitude class. And thank you, Stella. Oh, Joan, well, I'm so glad that you did. So, you know what, Joan, send me your address too. I'll send you a card too. If you want one, okay? Just send it to me in the direct messaging. The Creating for Christ class is available. Now listen, this class this month it's for November. It's going to be 30 days of gratitude. And my friend Stephanie Richmond has developed a beautiful PDF that every day it gives you an idea of who to send a card to. So that's what we're going to be doing together. And whether you purchase the kit or not, I will share that PDF here in this group. It'll also be in the Creating for Christ group. And I hope everybody participates because it's really going to be, I think, something special. We are really, you guys know, Stamp and Shine, we are going to shine in November. We are going to bring some light into the dark spaces for sure. So that's what we've got going on. I do have one class coming out. I can't tell you about it yet, but you're going to be so glad I'm doing it. So it's coming out in the next couple days. Okay? So that's what we have. I hope that you guys had a good time. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Watch the Great North American Stampin' Show tonight. Join my team if you want to. Just all the things. You guys are the best, and I will see you, tonight. Bye.